Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, since it first opened its doors back in the mid-1990s, this most splendid of venues in European football has delivered so many memorable games, and it is time once more to lose ourselves in these superb scenes. Just feel it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively. It used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch. So
Luis Suarez! And there's an early warning shot across the bow. Ratchaburi with the corner, there first. Rijkaard! And he has kicked it out somehow.
well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Mbappe. And he was quick to react. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And here's Mbappe. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Can he get it through? Nicely weighted ball. Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's claimed by the keeper. Rooney making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements.
Aubameyang! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. He leaps for it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
No, that's been intercepted. And he's let fly! And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Nicked it back promptly. That is ended up. That's destined for the flank. Gino is always looking to play quality balls. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Zanetti picks it up out wide.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Now it's Luis Suarez. Passes short and sharp. Now it's come to nothing. Serginho. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Beckham. Oh, super ball. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Ratchaburi have their second corner now. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Luis Suarez. Rui Costa. Zico. Not much subtlety about that challenge.
This is the time you need that pace.
Played out to the left flank.
There they go, hunting again.
That is a great pick out. And the finish! And he couldn't finish.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He did everything right in getting to the ball, but it's a bad one to miss.
And it's with the keeper. Rijkaard. Turns back here, probably the best option. And Cucurella. Rijkaard. Now it's Luis Suarez. Beckham pinches it off him. Rice. And here's Suarez. And Beckham! He's got away with one there.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Tries to put, tries a shot! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Rice. Beckenbauer tries to play it through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckenbauer is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Beckham. Now it's Aubameyang. He's looking wide. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Gerrard. The less said about that pass, the better. Serginho. Mbappe.
Ratchaburi couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Serginho. And for the first half, that is that. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point.
Ratchaburi certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Ratchaburi, number 20, David Beckham. Coming on to replace him is number 15.
So we're off again.
Neymar.
Ratchaburi are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Now it's Aubameyang. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's Zico. Now it's Yamal. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Zico. Over to the right flank. And this is Zico. He's picked his way through. Gerrard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ratchaburi have reclaimed it. Zico making good progress on the right-hand side.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Ferdinand is there, and he can pick it up. That has been cut short. Rice, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Neuer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Mbappe. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now it's Zico. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Mbappe. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Aubameyang was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Costa Curta. Ratchaburi are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Zanetti. Nice interception, well timed. No, he's not getting past him there. Luis Suarez. Serginho. Beckenbauer. Now Mbappe.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Looking to play him in. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must...
Is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's having a pop! Neymar! This boy is showbiz! A finish of true class! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
A change in personnel.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Ratchaburi have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Played out wide. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And this is Luis Suarez. Zanetti. Brilliantly cut out. Well read, nice interception. Ratchaburi leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Now it's Aubameyang. Rooney, an individual who's prepared to shoot any time, any place. He is through here. Lovely, but Rooney! That was superb goalkeeping.
Rooney actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Neymar is onto this. He's had it taken off him.
Ratchaburi nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Looking for options for movement. It's Luis Suarez! And with that, the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Neymar claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, modern centre-backs are judged on their ability to defend. But this guy, Christian Romero, is a player who excels up front too. He loves every opportunity to make a forward run. And even when it comes to set pieces, he'll hang around for minutes thereafter in the hope that he might just get an opportunity. So
it's Rooney! It's off target and by quite a way. Gerrard picks it up from the goal kick. And this is Messi! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Nice physical challenge. And this is Luis Suarez. It's Rooney! Nicely weighted ball. And they can counter here. Gerrard does well to get it back. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Hazard. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Shapes to shoot! And he's following up!
Well, it's been a very attacking start here.
He's going for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Koundé is offering a wry smile there.
Looking for options for movement. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he was quick to react. Marquinhos. And this is Rooney. Now it's Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've meant...
Totti! And that's another fine save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defense.
Ratchaburi with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Marquinhos. And this is Rooney. Right, real chance! And again! Oh, good finish! It's offside, I think. Yes, it is offside.
Yeah, spot on, although he takes issue with that.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing.
Casapia always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Totti. Now it's Luis Suarez to Messi. And no, that was never going to make it. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Luis Suarez. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Neymar has been caught there, it's a foul.
No second thought, a straight red card.
Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
No, that's been intercepted. And he's quick to return it. Pass somewhat off target. Luis Suarez. And he cuts out the supply. Serginho.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's there to retrieve it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's Luis Suarez! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And it's Azar. Azar scooting forward. Great vision. Totti. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, a delicate chip through. Totti! Big moment! Massive goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Triol. And that could set it. And he's let fly! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think we're seeing a very good example of what to do when you're a man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
Ratchaburi have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Vai proceder uma substituição. O número 21, Messi. Número 10.
Down to business again.
Luis Suarez.
Ratchaburi leading courtesy of the game's only goal.
Número 15, Neymar.
That pass has been well intercepted. Now there's a fine ball. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Vai-se proceder uma substituição. O número 15.
Casapia can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Vão dar os seus lugares.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Impressive jump! Marvellous goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Número 13.
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Oh, shooting chance! Well taken goal. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
And now he has two. Ratchaburi dragged themselves back again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Flings in across. Khan claims it, safe hands. Neymar. So we've reached the hour mark. Now it's Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kubasi. Ratchaburi, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. He shifted it to the flank. Caught offside that time. Serginho. Rodri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Rooney. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Ratchaburi clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Can he finish? Now there's a terrific hit. Cucurella. Now it's Rooney. And it's Neymar. Knocks it into space. Takes a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Themselves as to how they let it happen.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Neymar! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Ratchaburi certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Vai-se proceder uma substituição. O número 17. Totti. Número 24. Gerard.
Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Beckenbauer. Now it's Rooney. That is a great pick out. He's shifting through the gears. There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And one more try! This time, surely! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That was a given. It always was.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Ratchaburi go up by 2 and are looking good.
and things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Hazard. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Tries to pass it through. Played in. He leaps for it. Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Ratchaburi clearly now in lead preservation mode. De Paul is the team's great visionary. Romero tries to play it through. Hazard with the delivery, and it's been given away. Great chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Koundé is there, and he can pick it up. And he's intervened well there. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And here's Hazard. That is good alertness. Tries from distance. And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot. And
Totti! What a wonderful goal!
well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Ratchaburi are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Oh, shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Cristiano! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Ratchaburi present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So, having trailed to lead. And that's a poor penalty.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Out of play for a throw. Kaká. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good take. Bullet! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And now they can spring out of defence. No, it's come to nothing. There's the shot! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Manchester United with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Vieira.
Ratchaburi are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Roberto Carlos. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe has the space to scheme. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. That ball looks a good one. Now it's Mbappe. He's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And this is Totti. Here's a chance! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Ratchaburi really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Totti. Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Bonucci. Played out to the left flank. Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe. Mbappe, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Totti is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Vieira. Looking for the run. Looking for options for movement. Flashes it across. Totti does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Beckenbauer. Messi. Well timed, excellent interception. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That has not gone well. And that brings the first half to a close. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Could a member of staff report to the information desk? Thank you. Substitution for Ratchaburi, number 23, Rui Costa.
So off we go again.
Number 21.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And he is dashing away. Not the most convincing of passes. Marquinhos. And it's Totti. Ratchaburi do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
That's been cut out, well played. Bonucci kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pull it. And the through ball. James Rodriguez. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Pullet is behind this one. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Pullet! Decent hit from there. Cucurella.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Lovely, now then. And the finish! It's a goal! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And yes, it's him again. Just one in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Cute ball now, how can he reach? It's Totti! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Oh, that's fabulous. James Rodriguez! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pullet pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Neymar. Ratchaburi are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And it's Totti. And there's the shot! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Ratchaburi certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Oh, that passes. It's Neymar! Against the crossbar! Oh, what has happened here? Marquinhos. Nicely aimed pass.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's James. Ratchaburi needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Not the most accurate pass. James Rodriguez is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but
Luis Suarez! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
that was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Substitution for Ratchaburi, number 24, Steven Gerrard. Coming on to replace
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
He's there to hit it! Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Oh, well played. Kaka. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Now it's James Rodriguez. Thuram, the man synonymous with solidity. Oh, that's well spotted.
Manchester United can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Well read, nice interception. And we're done. Ratchaburi illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
This is a reminder that the ring road.
So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Hello everyone, and welcome to
So bring it on.
today's match.
Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders.
It's Totti! Brilliant by Totti!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Grêmio finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Here's Beckenbauer. He's shifting through the gears here. Totti gets into a good position. Conte. Mbappe is onto this. Marquez. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Conte. Ratchaburi leading here thanks to that early goal. Big chance! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A mere formality. Oh, he's on his own! Shoots! Goal! Grêmio! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
De Jong, and it's Serginho. That's tidy. He's got away. Luis Suarez! Oh, good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Ratchaburi really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
In with the challenge. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Now it's Luis Suarez. Driving on and making good progress. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Luis Suarez. And a chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance.
Luis Suarez! Oh, and it's come back out to him. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And this is Luis Suarez. And he's quick to snatch it back. Beckenbauer. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Mbappe. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's in a good position here. Beckenbauer. And here's Suarez.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's a throw-in. Ratchaburi choosing to make the first change.
Substitution for Ratchaburi, number 11, Carles Pujol.
Ratchaburi can, of course, make a change whenever they choose.
Number 4, Frank Rijkaard.
And it's Conte. Now it's Mbappe. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And this is Luis Suarez. Now it's Mbappe. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get that? It's Totti! Oh, extraordinary.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Conte does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Van Bommel. De Jong. Messi in acres of space out wide. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Gremio with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ratchaburi have the chance to go the other way.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
He's on it, can he get away? And it's made its way to him. De Jong. De Jong! Well, that is remarkable.
De Jong clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
And this is Luis Suarez. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe! Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Thank you very much for your cooperation. Substitution for Ratchaburi, number 21, Lionel Messi. Coming on the
Away
field
we go
is
again.
Number 15.
Ratchaburi
Neymar.
decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Koundé. Van Bommel has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And here's Kante. And here's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Luis Suarez. Lovely, now then, it's Totti! And a neat finish! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Ratchaburi are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So could they be onto something here? That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Conte. Luis Suarez. Now it's Luis Suarez. Merino.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's...
Merino! And how good was that? A finish right from the top draw. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution for Grêmio, number 9.
Grêmio can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And it's De Jong. Rijkaard. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Now it's Totti. Serginho calmly anticipates. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Aguero. Now it's Messi. Conte. Oh, played right into his path. Messi. Beckenbauer deals with that comfortably. Gerrard. And this is Luis Suarez. And it's Conte.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left...
Shot a goal! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, terrible. He's had a shot! Grêmio have their second corner now. Messi with the short one. And this is Kante. And this is... And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number... Short. And this is Kante. And this is Luis Suarez. Ratchaburi are looking to go forward now. Now that looks a decent ball. Cucurella cuts it out.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Oh, he's bustling, tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish. 2-goal cushion. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And he played. It's Totti! Dani Olmo. And the pass is intercepted. It's a really well-measured ball. Dani Olmo! Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Koundé. And Upamecano. And it's Ferdinand. Into the channel. Serginho. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution for Ratchaburi. Number 10, Luis Suarez. Number 17, Francesco Totti. Coming on the field, number 25, El Hajdu. Number 19, Rui Costa.
And it's Messi. Serginho picks it up out wide. And this is Luis Suarez! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Rui Costa. Now it's Dani Olmo. That pass has been well intercepted. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Spread neatly. Conte. Messi. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Conte. Marquez gets over and intercepts. De Jong. Marquez promptly onto that, and that is that. Conte. That's a little off target. Dani Olmo knocks it into space. Aims beyond the defence. It's Rui Costa! Oh, the keeper's done everything. And we're done. Ratchaburi can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
Hello everyone, and welcome to...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto?
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
Yeah. Well, the ball's gone astray. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing... Oh, Aubameyang! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Bellingham. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's applies the finish! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Vieira. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gerrard. Quality ball. Messi. The ball has bounced loose now. He's going for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Totti clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
The pass has gone astray. Keeper's got good distance on that. Aubameyang going face-to-face with his great rival. We have to say that was an exemplary tackle. It's Luis Suarez! And no mistake. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This...
And a chance! Glorious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they've got their lead back. That's wonderfully done. Crisp, he's gone for goal!
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That is ended up... Totti! And the ball's come, and it's come back out to him. And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Puyol cuts it out. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Aubameyang. Otto has the space to scheme. Otto. Terrific effort against the crossbar. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Cucurella is one whose deliveries we all know about. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Messi. And this is Luis Suarez. Shapes to shoot! That's another chance! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Ratchaburi dragged themselves back again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
He can run onto that. Now this could be a shot. And a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Pass somewhat off target. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. This certainly looks appetising, well within shoot. Pirlo!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. Oh, well measured. And this is Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, it's come off the upright. Bullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Odo. Pele. Totti. Beckenbauer. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, that's been intercepted. Pirlo.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Goes for goal! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Odo. And it's Odo. Oh, nicely intercepted. Gerrard. That's the end of the first 45. Ratchaburi are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time.
Substitution for Ratchaburi, number 8, Franz Beckenbauer.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Ratchaburi have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Could be danger here. Now who's going to be first? Totti! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Neymar. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hullet. Great ball if he can get there. Ratchaburi do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. Neymar. Now that looks it's Luis Suarez! I'll keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And it's Neymar. Well-timed, excellent interception. Pirlo. Hullet does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Rijkaard. Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Totti! Ratchaburi are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Aubameyang. Marquez gets a foot in and wins the ball. Totti. To Rui Costa. Luis Suarez. It's Neymar! Oh, off the bar! Otto carries the ball down the right, threads one in. Aubameyang just eases him off the ball. Great vision. Merino. Rui Costa. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pele. Totti. Now it's Neymar. And that's gone loose. And here's Totti. And this is Luis Suarez! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Caceres gets over and intercepts. Could move up a gear here. And this is Pele. Charge surely! And that's a sharp finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So again, we have parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now it's Dani Olmo. That has not gone well. Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Neymar. Can he finish? Another one of football's and how moments.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
He's picked his way through. Hullet has it in a wide position. Good read, needed to be. Now it's Luis Suarez. And this is Luis Suarez.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Hullet. It's a searching pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now he's off and running. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Substitution for Ratchaburi, number 10, Luis Suarez.
And he's managed to gift it back.
Number 25,
4 extra minutes added on.
4 added minutes have been indicated.
That'll be a throw-in. Odo. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Nice-looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Neymar. Jude. That is good alertness. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round.